The morning is fresh. The environment is serene in the area of University of Eldoret, where we come to meet one-on-one with Peter Geko, a student from University of Eldoret who is here simply to express that disability is not inability. Remember, I am your host, Sir Lawrence, and this is ETV. Peter,
Yes.
welcome on board.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Uko fiti?
Yeah, niko fiti.
Una feel aje?
Na feel sawa.
Una feel sawa?
Yeah.
Tell us briefly, who are you?
My name is Peter Geko, a third year University of Eldoret student, and I am a 21-year-old gentleman.
Yeah.
So I have such disabilities like visual impairment and hearing impairment.
All right. Peter, briefly, you can tell us. We've seen you come through as a person who wants to become a leader, majorly in this docket of persons with disabilities. What can you tell people concerning this? What is your take, briefly, on this area of persons with disabilities?
Okay. My take on the field of persons with the disability is to ensure that there is full involvement of the people living with a disability in the society. This is because, most of the people living with the disability, they feel neglected.
They feel neglected.
And that's the fact.
Peter, so you here to as a person who is vying for to be a student council in charge of students with disabilities, right?
Yeah.
What are your aspirations? What is your manifesto in this very category?
Okay, one of my manifestos is to ensure that there is that full involvement of the undergraduates.
All right.
In the national in such national corporations. Also, to ensure that we capture all those students who have certain disabilities, so that we can see on how to help them.
Okay.
Because if we don't identify such students, they may suffer while in school and go as far as giving up.
All right. Peter, before you go on, you've talked about involvement in national corporations.
Yeah.
Can you at least expand for other people out there? What do you intend to do in terms of involvement in national corporations? Yani come through tuambie unataka wakwe involved aje? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Mimi nataka wakwe involved in such a way that there are some of the national practices, let me say, like the bursaries, I can include them there.
Bursaries, yeah.
Yeah, so in such situations, we have this issue of corruption in Kenya.
Corruption in Kenya.
That is a major pandemic in Kenya.
Yeah.
So you see, when we have such a person with disability, physical disability, somebody who is crippled, when such a person goes to apply for the same, you get that maybe there is that neglection that you will receive from people.
All right.
Because it will be hard for such a person maybe to reach up to the final process.
To the final process.
Yeah.
Okay, Peter, that one word that of course majorly explains all your manifesto. Because of time, can you tell us at least one sentence that or a motto that explains your manifesto in this process of this?
Okay, I will kindly request if you can pardon.
Okay, I'm saying there's one word or maybe a sentence that majorly explains all your manifesto. Okay. I need a sentence that puts it together so that when people see Geko, they see a certain motto in terms of disabilities.
Yeah. So I can summarize it this way.
Yeah.
That for persons living with disability, I can say that such people, they need support.
They need support.
Yeah. So on my own view, my prayer is to ensure such people, they get full support,
Okay.
both from the school and from the fellow students.
All right. Yes. Looking straight to this camera, what would you like to tell the government of Kenya concerning, of course, these persons with disabilities?
Okay, what if I just request you to be audible enough? Because previously I told you I have the hearing problem.
You have the hearing problem.
Yeah.
So, Peter, we are saying, what is your major message to the government of Kenya concerning the people with disabilities?
Okay, my major message to the government of Kenya is to ensure that they avoid the neglection that is happening to those living with a disability. And then we should also encourage the, the the government to give mass education about persons living with disability, because most people say that people living with disability are disabled. No, they are not disabled. We always say disability is not inability.
It's not inability.
Yeah.
All right. So Peter, are you very ready kwa kinyang'anyiro kabisa?
Yeah.
All right. Na umeshaongea na watu wako wa Congress?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your one message to the comrades, of course, the Congress people from the University of Eldoret?
My message to the comrades of University of Eldoret, concerning people living with disability, is that let us just see such people as normal, as other people. Right. Because we get a situation whereby other people always take such people like the way other people fear those living with the HIV/AIDS. So they think that living with the disability is like a disease. It is not a disease. Okay. It is just a way that God created such a person. All right, Peter. Yeah. So you're coming out as the leader. Are you a person we can depend on in this experience or in this category or in this docket? Ukishapewa hiyo mamlaka, will you come through as a person who can really lead these people well and of course ensure that your manifesto is fulfilled? Yeah, I'll ensure that, because we always say experience is the best teacher. So all these problems that we do experience as people living with disability, I've experienced them. So in order to do away with such problems, I have come out so that on behalf of others, I can help them to fight these problems. All right. Yeah. So that was one-on-one with Peter Ouma Geko, a University of Eldoret student whose aspirations is to become a student council member, a special member in charge of persons with disabilities. This has been a moment with him. Remember, this is ETV and my name is Sal Lawrence.